So today we're throwing the Emerald Archer versus the Golden Archer. Bow against bow, arrow against arrow. So Green Arrow, otherwise known as Oliver Queen, was a spoiled, thrill-seeking playboy until he was left stranded on a deserted island for several years. There, he trained to become a master archer in order to survive. After his return home, he used his newfound skills to become the costume vigilante known as Green Arrow. Ollie is considered to be the greatest archer in the world, and is able to hold his own with superhumans just because of his skillful bow. Green Arrow said that he never misses, has shot targets without directly looking, and can hit off target even in mid-air or thrown off balance. Black Canary has said that he can shoot 39 arrows in 1 minute, which equates to 1 arrow in less than 2 seconds. He also has incredible accuracy, and is able to split a water drop in half or deflect a bullet in the air. On top of all that, he can even fire a bow with just one hand. Ollie is also an expert hand-to-hand combatant and is skilled in judo, kickboxing, karate, and has been able to hold his own against Batman before. He also can fight with his bow and occasionally carries a sword, which he is quite skilled with and can use to deflect arrows. He is in peak physical condition, on the level of an Olympic athlete, especially in terms of his agility, stamina, and reflexes. He's been able to continue fighting and exerting himself even after sustaining potentially fatal injuries, and his agility is absolutely incredible, and is seen consistently performing near impossible acrobatic shots with ease. Green Arrow's costume is a form of body armor and is bulletproof, which will also protect him from arrows. Ollie doesn't have a particular bow and can switch from compound bow to a regular bow, and some of his bows even have sights attached to them. Green Arrow also always carries around an expansive arsenal of trick arrows, including standard arrows, flash grenade arrows, boxing glove arrows, glue arrows, tear gas arrows, a grappler arrow, ice arrows, EMP arrows, and explosive arrows. He also has a lot more arrows, like a phantom zone arrow, but those are mostly the go-to in his arsenal. Trained by criminals but inspired by heroes, Clint Barton has grown from a troubled youth into one of the greatest heroes and Avengers on Earth. The world knows him best as Hawkeye, Earth's mightiest marksman. Although he doesn't have any superpowers, Clint is still a dangerous force to be reckoned with. He is in peak physical condition, possessing exceptional strength, speed, stamina, and agility. He's also a talented acrobat, performing many maneuvers that even Olympic gold medalists couldn't do. He is an expert at hand-to-hand combat, being trained by Captain America, and when he donned the mantle of Ronin, he only fought hand-to-hand or with melee weapons. He can use swords and weapons very effectively, and is even highly skilled with some guns. Of course, Hawkeye is exceptionally gifted with a bow and arrow, being able to shoot arrows down the barrel of a gun and can pin playing cards to the wall. He's also great at ricocheting arrows, even being able to shoot 3 arrows off Cap's shield and take out 3 enemies. Clint is extremely accurate with almost anything, not just arrows. He's able to make a man choke by throwing a playing card at his throat, and can flip a quarter through a car windshield. Hawkeye also employs many different trick arrows, like the sonic arrow, explosive arrow, smoke arrow, the flare arrow, acid arrow, cable arrow, putty arrow, net arrow, rocket arrow, and a boomerang arrow. He carries special arrows for specific instances, like a vibranium arrow, a freeze arrow, and a diamond tipped arrow, but doesn't always have these on him. So let's break this fight down. This is an incredibly equal fight, and it's a lot like Batman vs. Captain America. You can basically flip a coin and make a solid argument for either character. Both of these characters are roughly the same in terms of accuracy and firing speed. They have different feats, but I believe that there's nothing that Green Arrow can do that Hawkeye couldn't replicate, and vice versa. So now let's see what sets these guys apart. Both employ trick arrows, but Hawkeye is much more prone to use them in regular combat, while Green Arrow usually uses standard arrows, isn't afraid to kill. And neither is Ollie, but Green Arrow has to be pushed to the edge to take a life. On the other hand, Green Arrow is a better hand-to-hand combatant. Clint is a fantastic fighter, as evidenced by his time as Ronin, but Green Arrow has held his own against Batman and even beat Deathstroke. So who do I think will win? Both of these characters are really similar in accuracy and rate of fire, and both have lethal and a variety of trick arrows. So an archery battle will most likely end in a stalemate. However, Green Arrow is the better melee and hand-to-hand combatant, and when all the arrows are gone, it's going to end in a melee fight. So I say that Green Arrow will win. but just barely, like 6 times out of 10. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. Let me know how I was wrong. And be sure to hit the subscribe button for videos like this every week.